As you guys know, I've been searching for some type of combine here, and I want to get one bought pretty soon here. So over the past couple of weeks, I've been searching fairly good here. And I was at the gym the other day, and Mann, one of my buddies, he was like, hey, my landlord is actually getting out of farming this year and has a John Deere, it would be a 2006 John Deere 9560 STS combine. It's a rotor combine for sale. And he's like, it's in really good condition, didn't use it on too many acres, and it has 1,300 hours on it. I was like, wow, that's like pretty much what I'm looking for. So I was like, hey, let's go check it out.
Okay, so Herb's the combine owner.
Yes, sir.
And you bought this in 2006.
Right.
Okay. And you ran 300-400 acres through it?
Pretty much a year, yeah.
Okay. Good combine so far?
Oh, it's a great combine.
Okay.
John Deere, nothing runs like a Deere.
Awesome, awesome. Then we got the Mann family, which are connection to Herm.
Yeah, they're farming my ground now.
Yep. And so they have a YouTube channel also, which is Mann Family Farms. And just getting started.
Yep.
And just documenting the farm journey.
Just everything we're doing, from planting, harvesting, hay, you name it, we're doing it all.
Okay. The 4 Decker, let's see if I can get this. Decker, Derek, Devin. I want to say the man. There we go. Okay. So Herb's gonna back out the combine for me. So that's a 14-foot door, you think?
Derek, you got 14 foot?
I can just
Really?
yeah.
Okay. Because I'm putting up a 16-foot shed, and I was wondering.
You gonna get a 15-foot door?
It'd be a 16-foot door.
Oh, will be?
Yeah, it'll be sliding. Sell me on it.
And Derek can probably even tell you more about it because he went through it last year. Derek, if you want to tell some of the things you did to it.
Have you been around many combines?
No, like I've ridden in 2.
Alrighty. Well, some things to look for, I guess. Well, obviously you're harvesting, so your corn's going through, beans, whatever. So the floors underneath. When they get, once you start getting 2,000, 2,500 separator hours, and you start to see a lot of sheet metal that's worn out.
Is that kind of the wear point? Like, is there a wear hour point?
Everything's
okay.
Everything
Gotcha.
wears.
Gotcha.
Just kind of the nature of.
And you guys said 1,300 separator hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was 12, but it is 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've seen an old Walker combine?
I don't know the difference between walker and rotor.
Okay,
even,
so a walker machine, the cylinder is right here. A similar concept, but that did all your threshing on the older combines, where this has a feed accelerator, they call it, and then the rotor that does. They still say there's like 90% of your cleaning is still right here.
Okay.
And 10% back there.
That's why that really helps.
Yeah. So you put new strips in, and you're going to get more. It's more aggressive to get the corn off the.
Okay. Were you able to get a pretty good sample and kind of adjust it? A good clean corn sample out of it?
Yes,
really? Okay.
But that STS, beans especially,
John Deere's
was so
clean.
much easier.
Yeah.
Because with that cylinder, it would, it'd growl and it made all kind of noise. This thing was smooth as a.
You cut beans last year?
Yep, when I cut the beans.
Yeah.
Well, it always has been since when I first got the STS versus
You had
the
a
Walker.
9400?
No, it was probably a 9500.
Oh, okay.
So it was walker, and then this is rotor.
Yeah.
You like this ton better?
Oh,
So they call them
it's like
walkers.
day and night.
They call them walkers because on the cleaning shoe, there were straw walkers. It's like they're long, they're 20 foot maybe, little.
I don't know the total concept. I just know that
it's called the Untitled Chapter, and they sit there and they rotate, and that's what you get that hop in. It cleans the seeds fall down, and then your straw, trash, chaff, whatever.
It was just so much
go out the
smoother.
back.
Just so much smoother.
But
Now, does this have a reverse system on it?
yeah,
Okay.
there's a button in the cab.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Really?
If you
Really?
do plug the throw.
Okay.
This will reverse. It'll reverse the head too.
Yeah.
It'll
wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you have the soybean header with this?
Yes.
You do. You do have the bean header. Okay, we'll go over that too.
See, crop comes through the feeder house there.
Okay.
Goes through the feed accelerator, and then behind here we can pull them off. It's probably gonna be kind of dirty behind here. So this is where the rotor is. It's behind those grates there. It goes all the way back to right here. So once the corn comes through, your feed accelerator, it's in the rotor, and then.
I swear we could probably spend all day going through this combine.
If your loops are closed, you're gonna throw too much corn out, be losing it on the ground. And if they're too far open, you'll get a dirty sample.
Okay.
And then the fan is something, get a higher fan speed, you're going to throw more out. You might be throwing some kernels out. Your sample might be cleaner. So there's kind of a happy medium.
And most of this is adjusted in-cab controls.
Yep, in cab.
Okay.
On a 60 series, the only thing you got to adjust out here is your 7 chapter.
Okay.
All you got to do is just turn the key on. Now,
This is RPMs, I'm assuming?
yes.
Turtle, okay.
Now, they got 3 settings: low, medium, high.
Gotcha.
And that'll just run your RPMs on your engine. Yep.
So we're gonna get a Mann Family Farms tour. It'll be cool to get a tour and stuff. And so if you guys want to check them out, they're on YouTube too. I'll put their link. But this is pretty neat seeing this. Okay, Decker's gonna give the equipment tour.
Okay.
This is pretty cool.
With the help of
So you got I saw in your YouTube video 3 9000 series tractors.
yep, 20 series, 30 series, and a RX.
Okay. And 2
2 combines and 3 8000 series.
Okay.
It is the bulk of everything that we use.
The question is, when are you gonna buy your X9?
That's on you. The 790 works great for now. We'll stay there.
Okay.
Now, ironically, this tractor here and this tractor here
I was gonna say.
are from the exact same owners.
Really?
This was from the Birchland family from Gilman.
Okay.
We bought this in '07 in the fall,
And it's
and my dad says, "Man, that thing is just a little hog,"
yeah.
and that name just stuck.
Little Hog.
2010, John Deere 9430. It's got a touch over 4,000 hours. We've had it for 8 years. We run a 40-foot vertical tillage tool on it, and occasionally we'll run the 1050 grain cart on it. But that's about all she does.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing this on your YouTube video.
So these are custom wood consoles that Dwayne makes. He's got cup holders, big, small, platform to store stuff, compartments to put papers, manuals, planning, population, all kinds of stuff.
So this
6300.
ran your 24-row planter you're talking about.
Yep, there
right?
it is. You got to put these in your tractor. Dad, did you have to drill these in or no?
The screws were already there holding that radio bezel, and I just made the bracket.
So when you're going through the field and you're
Bounce it
bumping
around.
and you're trying to change the radio, you can set your hand on here and you got something to.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
And then he's
I'd
got
probably make one of those for you, Grant.
You would?
place to hold your seed digging tools, a knife, a flashlight, and then this is my uncle's tractor that he plants with. So he's got a ram mount, got the soil thermometer, check soil temps, 4640, and then Precision 2020 that he runs on here.
So Precision 2020 Seed Star, that runs
Planner,
planner.
population, singulation. Does he run his downforce off the 2020? I thought I had to have a. Yeah, no, it is. The thing here is for clean sweeps that Bennett has. So it runs downforce off that.
So 4640 is all your GPS mapping. stuff.
GPS mapping. Yep.
So this is the old
This
7200
this gets in
planner?
my vintage of time frame. So
Okay.
this is a 1992 7200 vacuum planner.
Wow.
We bought this 3 years old. They delivered it on a semi on the coldest day of the year in 1995 in February.
Okay.
And I said to the guy, "How in the world are we going to unload this thing?" He says, "Well, what tractor are you going to put it on?" He goes, "I got some stuff I'm going to hook monitor and a control box up to."
Yeah.
This was like on a Friday afternoon. He says, "We'll get that hooked up. We're going to stay overnight. We'll come back Saturday morning. We'll get everything all plumbed in, hooked up together, get it unloaded." What we didn't anticipate was that the counterweight on the tractor on a 4840, we were way underpowered pulling this, but we did it. We did not have 3 bushel boxes on it at that time. And so where we live, there's a big embankment all the way around the building site. And so you can envision, how in the world are we going to get this off of like a drop deck trailer when there's still 3 foot to the ground?
Yeah.
We're thinking Saturday, where are we going to go get a load of gravel in the middle of the winter? You're not. So we have in this embankment, and there was just a little bit of snow on there, and we backed it up to the embankment, maybe with several 2x12s and whatnot. We got the tractor hooked on. We could get off on the grass, but since we were going uphill, the tractor could not get enough traction, so we had to take our old 8640 and hook onto the front of the tractor, hooked onto the front of the planter, and pulled it up, and finally got it
Jeez.
unhooked. And we've had this planter ever since.
This is the 2730 11 shank disc ripper.
So you guys rip how many quarter your acres usually?
Everything corn on corn.
Everything corn on corn.
100% rip.
Okay.
We used to rip everything that was corn, even if it was going to beans.
Yeah.
Steered away from that. Usually we were VTing that.
VT in the
going
fall.
into beans.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
But
gotcha.
corn on corn, 100%.
So you
gets ripped.
So
You know,
one big thing we found out, or that I found. So when we got the VT machine 3-4 years ago, behind our old chisels, and they, you know, gotta keep in mind they were older.
they were 730C case rippers,
good rippers.
7 shank on 30-inch spacing. These are 24-inch spacing.
So the VT following that would not quite leave the ground level enough that I felt good planting corn in.
Okay.
Still did it though, but
Behind this baby,
Yeah.
I'm planting corn all day long with the
Really?
VT behind this. Beautiful seed bed.
Okay.
Loved it.
Gotcha.
So that made us feel really good. Like that was, you know, because we weren't sure, do we want to spend the money and buy this? Well, now what we know, the anhydrous is smoother in the spring, the ground is leveler, it's
Yeah.
just ready to go.
before what we'd usually do is we'd run our old rippers, go field cultivate, go put anhydrous on, and then go field cultivate again.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you're doing 4 passes of tillage and then your planting pass. And too much.
And you guys bought a 62-foot field cultivator and pulled it behind a 9RX.
Yeah, 9RX.
That is crazy.
So like I was watching some of your videos,
Yeah.
and with your cultivator, you guys were struggling, having clumps and
Yep,
stuff.
yep.
Nothing you guys do with the cultivator.
Really?
It's probably residue management from the combine.
Okay, gotcha.
So some of those, I'm guessing whoever farmed it before probably had an older combine or
Yeah.
whatnot. So it doesn't
Spread it even.
doesn't spread it up or chop it up as good
Okay.
as it should. Like there was fields this year, brand new cultivator, you think it's going to do a great job.
Yeah.
No, there's some fields I left clumps on.
Really?
Just because there's clumps of residue that this thing isn't going to break up like the combine does.
Okay, so that combine's a bit bigger than the 9560, just a bit.
790, 543 horsepower.
Okay. Perfect for my size, wouldn't you say?
I would say it's perfect for you, Grant.
He hasn't cleaned it out since fall.
No, this is embarrassing. Dad, what is up with this? You used this last probably. Because there's Snapple bottles. We know that's you.
And so you obviously run this with a 12-row corn head, right?
Run a 12-row folding corn head.
Okay. Could you run a 16? Is that even possible?
Oh, absolutely. We could definitely run a 16, but we like to use 12 because all of our planters are 24 or 12.
What year is it? 2016?
17.
2017.
Yep.
Jeez. How much, what's the grain capacity?
I
on something
believe
like this?
450. Wow.
So draper, you'd run a 45-foot draper?
We can run a 45, but we run a 40.
Okay.
A Macdon FD140.
Okay.
We went with a 40 because the 45s we've heard doesn't have a good resale value,
Okay.
and 45 feet is just a big head.
So this is a 200-foot shed, 205 foot.
Yep.
This is crazy. Okay, so Dwayne Badger, his dad was giving us the whole tour and stuff of all the farms, so it was pretty cool to get a whole tour of all this and equipment and all that, but yeah. I'll have the link to their channel down below if you guys want to check that
Check
out.
it out.
Yeah.
I was familiar with its farming simulator channel. I hadn't really watched it a whole lot, but I had known of it and I seen a couple videos. And then on my recommended, I see this guy, a kid, Grant Hilbert. Gosh, that kid looks familiar. So I'm watching his YouTube videos, and then like a month later, we're at Ames Fitness, and I see this kid in the locker room, and
Yeah,
I
we're in
had
the locker
to
room.
yell his name.
Showed up at a random yard. There he is.
Is this my new truck?
Yeah. So you guys have never met.
We just had an awkward handshake. You ever
Yeah,
do
there
that
we
where
go.
you're like
Yeah.
half in?
Zipper's
That one
down,
was
five's
good.
down.
Yeah.
Is it? Airflow.
Got him. Nice.
I gotta say, you look better in person.
Why? When did you?
Give Spencer the tour.
Okay.
Quick tour.
Yeah. Well,
Did you get done editing your video?
I did.
Okay.
I gotta say, I was in like custom. Like I'm sweating just from sitting there. I was like rushing so bad. Gotta teach Grant a thing or two about
there you go.
how to make a YouTube video.
My hand isn't professional YouTube hand yet.
Yeah, you see these shoulders?
I know. I got to build the
Build up
shoulders.
the strength. How long have you been YouTubing for?
5 years. No,
But that's
7
video
years.
game. I mean, the
video
amount of
games.
times we've held a
video
camera.
games 7 years. This channel 5 months.
Yeah.
And
So-
you're what got me into it.
Hey, we got rainbow over there. Better get running, Spencer. Find your Bitcoin at the end of the rainbow.
Full in the Bitcoin mining game.
It's a good time. Have you been watching?
Well, I bought a couple weeks ago.
There we go.
Oh, you did?
I didn't buy the dip though, because it wasn't in my strategy.
So Cole, right now Bitcoin is at 33,000. Was at 60.
Okay,
You
so
gonna buy the dip?
I should buy the dip.
Buy the dip.
Every week, maybe just a set amount is
See, I was thinking, yeah, I was
We'll just
thinking
go
once
all
a
in.
month, but
Something like that.
yeah, I did just go all in.
There we go. There we go. How high are we, Cole?
I'm at the 60-foot point right here.
How often do you just sit up here and just think?
Oh, sometimes more than others. My grandpa used to climb it once a day for exercise. But basically where that little patch of weeds is, right off the end of that auger that's sticking out in that open dirt, that's going to basically be the center of the pit. So the leg will just be to the south of that. And then the dryer will be where that back flag's at.
So I called Herb a couple days after this and we talked on the phone some, and I made him an offer and we got a nice deal worked out. Definitely didn't get like a steal or anything like that, but I think it was a fair deal that worked really good for both of us. And it was really nice because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be able to keep that combine in Herb's shed for the summer months, and then probably around like August or September, I'll drive the combine on down to the farm. So that's like honestly perfect. And then Herb, I told Herb he had to come down and help me get it set up once we get harvesting. So I think he's gonna try and come on down to the farm and get it all set up for me. Oh, one other thing. It also came with a John Deere 625F soybean header. And so I wasn't really sure on too much of the technology on it, but it has some contouring stuff that goes along with the combine with some electronics built in, so you can kind of tilt the soybean header and stuff, which is nice. The only thing I gotta buy is a corn header. Herb had ran a 606C, and unfortunately he sold that corn header, so I gotta find one. I think I'm gonna try and look after a 606C, something maybe a little older, but we'll be searching for one there, and then a couple gravity wagons, we should be set for harvest. So hopefully in the next couple of months we find that stuff. But seriously guys, thanks for watching this video, and thanks for all those guys for giving the tour, Cole and Mann Family Farms and Herb and everybody. That was just awesome. It's just entertaining seeing a lot of people's different farms and tours and stuff like that. Seriously guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.